live this morning from the Owensboro Fire Department drill tower. Thanks to them for letting us use their facility today. We're doing a follow-up on the holiday fire safety, holiday Christmas tree lighting safety that we started last Friday when we were at Anderson Christmas Trees here in Owensboro. They actually gave us the tree that I showed you in our session that day that was a bad tree. And we've done everything to that tree that you should not do to that tree. We have not taken care of it. We've had it inside dry. We have not watered it at all. We have not cut the end off of it and freshened it up. So today we're going to demonstrate what could happen. As I told you last week, Christmas trees are inherently safe. It's what we do to them as humans that make them not safe. So we've got our lights on our tree, thanks to Gus and Trace and Quentin and First Crew for coming down today and helping me out with this project. And we're going to see what happens here shortly when we get everything set up. Thanks to First Crew, Trace and Quentin and Gus for all their assistance. Thanks for the drill tower for allowing us to use the facility. Thanks to Menards for donating some lights, and a good friend of mine who helped me out with some electrical issues. As you saw, we were able to get it to short out, and it did set the tree on fire. We reached about 400 degrees at the ceiling, pushing 500 at one point. It flared up 2 or 3 different times. The tree did not burn completely up. We'll bring it out here in a little bit and get some more pictures of it. Some things that were different about our tree. Your tree at home is going to be inside where it's probably mid-60s to upper 70s in your home, so much warmer there. We didn't have the load of things around the tree, the presents. You know, those presents were going to add fuel to that fire, so we had a lot of things against us here in this cold room at the burner up here at the drill tower. But all in all, it was still a very successful experiment. As we talked about earlier, live trees are very susceptible to this, but artificial trees as well. They're not going to produce as much devastation as a live tree, but they will burn also. Again, trees are inherently safe. It's what we do to them as humans that make them unsafe.
So this is the remnants of our Christmas tree.
Yes, Jordan, it is. We got it out in the light here where we can see it a little better. You can still see light strands are on it, somewhat intact, albeit they are burnt. Our short started back in this area here. Worked around this side. This side was not closest to the wall, so this was the side exposed more to the open air. The back side went closer to the wall, less oxygen could get to it. So we've got to have heat, fuel, and oxygen to fuel that fire. Some of the lights are still, you can still see the red LED lights on it. This tree was not in bad a shape as we thought. It was dry, but it only had been inside for about a week without water. You take a month or 5 to 6 weeks, not watering it properly, not taking care of it, and you can see what will happen. As I talked about earlier, if we'd had the presents around it, the presents would add it to that fuel load. So, you know, you put 10, 12, 15 presents around the tree and you could increase that fuel load tremendously. Our temperature on the thermal imaging camera was anywhere from 300 to 500 degrees, 400 degrees pretty regular. At the ceiling, we could see our thermal layer, could see the smoke banking down, so pretty devastating fire. The fire may not look all that bad, the smoke is deadly for sure. Again, to finish up, this is what the tree looks like. Again, thanks to all the folks that helped us out. We're going to do a couple other demonstrations here in just a moment with a candle, and we'll wrap this up. To finish up, we talked last week about candles and how we want to make sure we put them out when we leave the room. I know now, especially with a lot of the kiddos being home, my son being one of them, we're burning candles a lot during the day. Candles and live Christmas trees are not a good mixture. I've saved a branch off of my tree. I'm going to hold it right over the candle and show you what happens to it. And of course, this is a very small branch, but you should be able to see that it is catching fire. Well, anytime we got that candle close to the tree, that's another heat source we don't want around that tree. And it is burning. Again, we talked about earlier, this tree is not as dry as I anticipated it would be, even though we did not take care of it at the station. So in closing, again, thanks to everyone that helps us out with this production today. Hope it gives you some good pointers on how to treat your Christmas trees and whatnot to do over the holiday season. Merry Christmas to everyone out there, and this should finish up our video series for the year. Thanks again.